Well, hello there. I am back. And now you get to see my face after all that posting I did. And thank you very much to all the fine people who viewed all those videos. I really appreciate that. Makes me know that all that sweating I did in the goddamn Florida heat was worth it. Rockville was pretty fun. My first time going to Rockville. Um, I will make this quick. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to half-ass this a little bit because I'm about to go see Blazing Saddles. I have seen Blazing Saddles before. I'm not one of those YouTubers who will do a reaction video to Blazing Saddles and act all surprised when I hear about all the naughty language. But I am going to see it again on the big screen in a few minutes. I will make this quick. Um, Rockville was fun. The condo I got to rent, and that's another story, but the condo with the beach view I had was pretty nice. I never stepped foot on the beach. I hate sand. Me and Anakin Skywalker, we both hate sand. But I had a nice view of the ocean. Thursday was hot as the devil's drawers. It was hot. I can't talk about how much it was hot. It was fucking hot. But let's see, I saw Dirty Honey for the third time. I'm really enjoying Dirty Honey. They're like a throwback to Zeppelin and early AC/DC, a little bit of Guns N' Roses. But I've seen Dirty Honey open for the Black Crowes. I saw them about a year or two ago at the Shaky Knees Fest here in Atlanta. And I got to see them again at Rockville. And who else? I saw Anthrax, one of the big four. So I've now seen two of the big four. I've seen Metallica twice, and now I've seen Anthrax, and I enjoyed them. I really enjoyed seeing Judas Priest, finally. Um, Wish I could have saw the whole set, but I had to hurry up. I had to hustle to the Octane stage to get a good spot to see Disturbed. And that was a story in itself, because there were sound issues on the Octane stage. I wasn't too far from the stage. I had VIP because, sorry, I am not doing Porta Johns. I will pay the extra for VIP. And where I stood, I was close enough to the stage and noticed I was hearing the stage monitors. I wasn't hearing the overhead PAs. For whatever reason, they weren't really working. And majority of the sound you could hear were the stage monitors. So that really put a damper on it. Had I known that the Apex stage was going to be running video of the Octane stage when the Apex stage wasn't in use, I would have just stayed over there and heard it a hell of a lot better than I did at the actual Octane stage. And then I had to hustle. By the time I got back to the Apex stage, they had Disturbed on the big screen with Ann Wilson. So go figure. Saw Motley Crue for the third time. It was Motley Crue. Seen them 3 times. Sounded better than some of the other videos I've seen of Motley Crue. And I just want to add a slight addendum. I know a lot of people get on Motley Crue for having backing tracks. I would really appreciate it if some of you would pick a lane. Because you cannot make all these videos of Vince Neil sounding like a pregnant woman giving birth. Hamana, 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 kickstart my heart. But then at the same time, get on them for using backing tracks. Pick a lane. Personally, I would take the backing tracks over Vince speaking in tongues. But that's just me. Friday, I saw Living Color. Finally, for the first time, I've never seen Living Color. And thankfully, the Octane stage was working on Friday. Did I say Saturday? On Friday, the Octane stage was working. So I got to see Living Color, and I got to see The Offsprings. I missed Tech 9. I was planning to see Tech 9, but they bumped him up from an 8 o'clock slot to a 6:45 slot. And the reason why they bumped him up to the 6:45 slot, which cross paths with Offspring's 7 o'clock slot, was to give Tech 9 enough time to then hustle over to the Apex stage to do a song with Falling in Reverse. So go figure. I was not going to see Limp Bizkit. I'm sorry, not sorry. Life is short. When you're in your mid-40s, life starts to get even shorter. I am not going to waste my life on Limp Bizkit. But I did see Jelly Roll for the first time, and I got to admit, I was kind of sold on Jelly Roll. Not bad. I was impressed. Saturday was the big day that everybody seemed to be looking forward to. Because you had Cypress Hill, who thankfully I've already seen Cypress Hill before at Shaky Knees last year. And I saw Mammoth for the second time, because I've seen Mammoth before open for Guns N' Roses. And I have to say that it feels like Wolfgang is starting to feel more comfortable in himself. Just an observation. It feels like he's finding himself now. He will always be Eddie's kid, but he's finally finding Wolfgang, if that makes any sense. Saw Greta Van Fleet for the third time. Seen a lot of people for multiple times now. Seen Greta Van Fleet. Saw the Foo Fighters for the first time. Enjoyed it. Sunday, there really wasn't anybody I really wanted to see except for Slipknot. So I got to see Slipknot, and I got to hear Evanescence. So, and this was my first time seeing Slipknot, and I am familiar with Slipknot. I've heard a few Slipknot songs, but I've never seen them live. And in the first 30 seconds, all I could think to myself was, well, that happened. And what's about to happen? Oh, and I loved Slipknot. I would see them again in a heartbeat. I loved it so much. And what I'm about to love now is going in the theater and seeing Blazing Saddles. And don't you be a pawn in the game of life. But until then, I will see you, you will see me, we will see each other, seeing me act like a fool and reacting to things and going to shows. And I have not forgotten my car karaoke. Until then, see you later.